All right, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, double honor to the apostles of Israel, aka the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and love to all the Akim. Continue to push this truth and all truth sincerity. Real quick, if you look at the article on the screen, it's from USA Today, and the title caption reads, "Credit card companies, you can soon skip signing receipts for most purchases." Now, I guess I'll put the link in with the video so brothers could read this whole article. I'm gonna read some bits and pieces of it. I'm gonna read the good parts, but there's one paragraph in it that really kind of registered as, all right, so this is basically another avenue to bring in a chip, all right, because as a brother part of our church, he's always said when these devils, and I agree, when these devils gonna do certain things, they're not gonna bring it on you on some cruelly. They're gonna bring it to you as a convenience. All right, they're gonna make everything cute and everything sweet and everything feel like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that would be better. That would be better to do. All right, and that's gonna be with these chips, because ultimately these credit card companies, what they're trying to do is they're trying to get people to not have to sign, physically for purchases. And as you can see this video, I didn't watch this video, but the caption says it all. Carrying cash is fading out. So I even got a couple brothers, that I know, what I'm saying, they don't really carry cash. And not that there's nothing wrong with it, because, when it comes to the chip being implemented, then brothers are going, no, I can't do that. But in the meantime, a lot of people use credit cards and debit cards more than they use cash. All right. I happen to be a person that likes to use cash more, but sometimes I use my debit card just because of a matter of you're not close to the ATM, and these ATMs, they take out fees, and your bank, you might not have a close bank that you bank with, you know what I mean? So it's avenues of what they're doing as far as convenience. I'm reading a couple lines from this. All right, I see it's credit card companies, you can soon skip signing receipts for most card purchases. It says the checkout lanes at your favorite stores should soon move more quickly, thanks to an industry move away from signing for purchases. It says major credit card companies, MasterCard, Visa, American Express, and Discover are eliminating the need for shoppers to sign receipts for credit and debit sales beginning April 14th. Now, that's in a couple weeks. Everything is moving quick, and that couple weeks is going to be here before you know it. And then what's also coming with the, I believe the net neutrality thing is April 10th, if I'm not mistaken. So stuff is moving. Everything is moving, man. It says that means most merchants in the U.S. or Canada can decide whether or not to require signatures, which by more than likely everybody's going to follow suit with each other, all right? Some merchants have already ditched signatures for some purchases, but beginning in 2 weeks, the credit card companies are collectively ending requirements for customers' autographs. And it says MasterCard was the first major credit card to announce plans to end signatures. Its own research found that merchants and consumers would like to see the payment process streamlined, and that a majority of people, it would be easier to pay, and checkout lines would move faster. So now they're trying to, make everything move faster and efficient, seem efficient, but really they're just trying to get them for the chip, to get everybody chip. What was that? If they didn't sign when making purchases, says Linda Kirkpatrick, Executive Vice President of MasterCard's U.S. Market Development Division. But it says currently customers are only required to sign for MasterCard purchases of more than $50. As a result, more than 80% of MasterCard store transactions in North America already do not require a signature, Kirkpatrick says. So they already like halfway through with no signatures. Actually, more than halfway, actually. It says, you may have noticed that you won't have to sign when buying a cup of coffee or a train ticket, but will have to sign when buying a new pair of sneakers, she said. With the advent of new security, we can create a more consistent shopping experience that excludes signature. And it says, here's where it gets good. Here's where here's where you get a little savory. It says the encryption within the EMV chip, so I guess that's the one that's already in there, which began rolling out 3 years ago, has helped buttress robust security, as have other steps taken by credit card companies and the underlying payment networks in which banks participate in. Within weeks of MasterCard's announced plans last year, Discover, American Express, and Visa also got on board to end the requirement of a signature. Now those are three major credit cards. All right, these are the three major players in the credit card game. So when they do it, all the other smaller credit card companies, they're gonna follow suit too. Okay, American Express and Visa also got on board to end the requirement of a signature. Visa will require merchants to either have EMV chip or contactless chip enabled readers to opt out of signatures. So you see that again, you're comfortable with the word chip and like digital stuff, like weeding out signatures, weeding out any kind of human actions. All right, now you're getting closer to chip signatures and chip scanners, because it said Visa will require merchants to either have EMV chip or contactless chip enabled readers to opt out of signatures. So you have to have something that's chip compatible. So what you talk about, the Bible's not real. And I'm gonna get to the scriptures, the OG scriptures of the chip, but I want to read this. I'm reading this article. I said I wasn't gonna read the whole thing, but I might end up reading the whole thing through the Spirit, because this is a good article. And this is something that they already had in mind to do, probably way before they put this article out. And it says, Visa has not required signatures for sales below $25 for most merchants and below $50 for many sales. Similarly, American Express last year eliminated signatures for sales under $50 in the U.S. So they all in cahoots with each other, man. The company said in December, our fraud capabilities have advanced so that signatures are no longer necessary to fight fraud, said Jaromir Develek, Executive Vice President for American Express Global Network Business, in a blog post at the time. Now, that's another thing too of convenience, because now people don't have to sign, I still got a system to fight fraud, because that's a major thing with credit cards, is credit card fraud and credit cards getting stolen. Now they're trying to get more, they're going to use that as far as getting a chip to where nobody can steal that. And people are going to get in line with it because that would be better. That's because they know the mind of the people, because people are simple. All right. They don't know the scriptures. They don't know that that's going to lead to their death, their destruction in America. All right. And it says, eliminating the signing of receipts will make the checkout process more efficient, not only for shoppers, but also for retailers, says Laura Townsend, Senior Vice President of Operations for the Merchant Advisory Group, which supports the industry move. Payment networks have required merchants collect signatures to refute possible sales disputes. Our fraud capabilities here have advanced so that signatures are no longer necessary to fight fraud, said Molly Faust, Vice President of Public Affairs for Global Merchant and Network Services at American Express. Amex, which is eliminating signatures globally, deploys advanced machine learning algorithms that allow for more precise detection of fraud while minimizing disruption of card member genuine spending, she said. So they got everything covered. I want to and like I said, this is from USA Today. Credit cards will try to eliminate signatures. But this is the article I wanted to this is the main point. Now, Akim, listen up. People, listen up. This is where it gets good. This is the paragraph I should have just read. But it says, as credit card companies continue to deploy higher tech payment solutions such as contactless pay and biometric payments. Now, biometric technology, that's all chip stuff. Payments using fingerprints and facial recognition, more shoppers may soon not even need to insert a card into a card reader to pay. That's the chip. So what else are you talking about? What else are you talking about? Because you're not gonna need a contactless pay, and you're not biometric payments. So you're not gonna have to sign nothing with your hand. Well, a pen in your hand. So what's that mean? It says, look, I'm gonna read it again, man. As credit card companies continue to deploy higher tech payment solutions such as contactless pay and biometric payments using fingerprints and facial recognition, more shoppers may soon not even need to insert a card into a card reader to pay. Now let's get to the scriptures. These devils are they're walking right into the prophecy of their downfall. What's that? Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, and rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, the chip, and that no man might buy or sell, save he had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. You know, that's 666. But that mark is talking about that R.F.I.D chip. The chip that probably when you get scanned will have facial recognition. They already have it with the iPhones now. They already have this stuff out, but now they don't have it to where you have to get it implemented in yourself. But that's the levels they heading on, man. And then if you get that chip, you're done. You are done. Anybody, man. I don't care how much you've been out there on the highways and byways, how charitable you've been, how much you didn't done this, which is all good things. But if you receive that chip, the Lord is going to void all of that. It's all voided after that. That's why we have to stress to not get that chip, because that's a major prophecy that's coming to pass. And that's going to be one of the ending prophecies of this devil's rulership. So once they start to really enact this chip, we out of here. And just so we're clear on what the penalty is for getting that chip. Where is it at? Now, this is Revelation, the 14th chapter. Start at 8, because as we all know through the Spirit, this is the daughter of Babylon. Revelation chapter 14, verse 8. And there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. Now these devils, America, cash cow. And a third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, righteous anger. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb, and the Lamb is Yahweh. And it says, and that's destruction, and that's the missiles, or whatever else the Lord had you get taken out. But mainly it's going to be the missiles. The same shall drink of the wine of the, I read that. Verse 11, and the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. Have no rest, man. And suddenly they say they're going to be in torment. So they go, and that's going to play out here on earth. They're going to be fucked up. If you get that shit, man, you're screwed. No salvation for you, no elect for you. You're not part of the elect if you get the chip. I'm talking about if you're an Israelite, a so-called Negro Latino, so-called Negro Latino Native American, and people of that descent. If you receive that chip, you're done. You have already get all possibility of salvation if you do when you do that. And with that, hopefully it was edifying. I want to give all praises to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honor to the apostles of Israel, aka the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and love to all the Akim. Continue to push his truth and all truth and sincerity, all right? Shalom. Watch out for the chip. Don't get the chip. Stay firm. Stay strong. Have faith. The Lord will hold you down, man. He already said not to get it. You already seen what the penalty is. So, with that, I'm going to say shalom.